Good afternoon, and how are you today? Today is February 14th, so-called Valentine's Day, and I'm here to talk about several subjects today to give my commentary. And today we'll be talking about, in particular, the travel ban. Okay, I want you to look at this. There's a picture I have up here. It's the U.S. travel ban, and these were the so-called selected countries that were affected by the travel ban. You have Libya, Sudan, Iraq, Syria, Iran, Yemen, and Somalia. Okay, these are the areas that pretty much Trump, I believe, when he instituted the travel ban, these were the places that were more so affected. The reason why these places were affected because these were the selections that were taken by Obama's administration that classified these areas as being notorious for terrorist activity or supporting terrorist activities. Okay, so this was the ban, and just so happened these countries happen to be Muslim countries. Okay, did we not invade Iraq? Did we not have issues with Iran? Did we, all these countries here, Libya, all these countries we have had, or our country has had some type of conflict with or issues with how they run their country. Okay, so the U.S. travel ban was put in place because for 90 days he wanted to ban these areas to basically filter so-called potential terrorists. What he wanted to do was properly vet these individuals from coming into the country. Now, these are pretty much the current thing that went on. I do believe the ban is no longer in effect due to a court junction order. So the travel ban was put in effect. Okay, and I just wanted to talk about this for a moment to let other black people know how this pretty much affects us, and it really doesn't affect us. In so many ways, it does not affect us because majority of us, and I'm not saying. Remember, we're only 13% of 300 million people. So that 13%, majority of the 13% are not affected by this travel ban. Now let's think about this for a second. These are individuals who are not American citizens, and I believe they come in on visas and so forth and so forth. And not American citizens, they go back and forth, and for different reasons. Some of them are contractors here, they work here, and some of them go back and forth, travel between their countries, their loved ones, and so forth and so forth. So they travel back and forth. Now, when the travel ban was put in effect, you got to think about our neighborhoods. They're not taking the best of the best, okay? They're not taking the scholars from these countries or the best of the best and bringing them into our country to better our country. The people that are coming here are common folk, so-called refugees, or people that are leaving their country because it's fucked up. Now, let's look at what we have here. And I'm not talking about white people. I'm not talking about the Hispanics. I'm just talking about the black people right now. Really, we are the Hispanics, and the Hispanics are us. But I'm not going to go there yet. But let's just talk about the ones that you see in the inner cities, us, okay? These people come into your neighborhood, and they'll be given every opportunity to set up a business, to set up shop, so they can make money off of you. Now, I ain't got to tell you if you live in the hood or if you live in the inner city, pretty much you can walk down the street. Or let's say your hooded suburbia, because that's what's going on now. They're gentrifying the cities now, and then that little outskirt, that county outside of the city, that's like your urban area where they're pushing you out to now. Okay, so now what's happening is these people from Libya, Syria, Iraq, Sudan, Iran, Yemen, and Somalia, they come into your neighborhoods. Okay, they work at the 7-Elevens, that same 7-Eleven that's been there pretty much all of your life. You probably maybe seen 2 black people work there, and the rest of them are either Libyan, Syrian, Iraqian, Sudan, Yemenis, Somalian, or Iranian. Yes, they are. Okay, and they're in your neighborhood. They sell you chicken. They sell you K2 packs of fake ass synthetic weed. They sell you blunts. They ensure that the hood has every grimy piece of thing that it needs to function. They sell you fake ass jewelry. And then they have a nerve, they'll sell it to you behind a glass wall. Listen, if you see them in walking, they don't speak to you. Okay, these people do not care about you. In fact, they mock you. And I'm pretty sure some of them can't wait till you all go to jail so they can take everything from you. Now, that's the neighborhood effect. I've already explained the travel ban, but you'll have liberals and all other type of people that want to latch on to the black cause and call it a Muslim ban. It really doesn't matter, because guess what? You ain't Arab, and none of these people from any of these countries stand up for your rights. I've yet to see any organized group, or just in passing, just stand up for your rights. Come out and march with you, or come out and have anything to say about those kids that are being killed in the same neighborhood upon which they sell you these fake ass goods. Okay? In fact, they encourage you to use drugs because they're selling you every paraphernalia that you need to continue to use drugs. They sell you the bong, they sell you the hookah, they sell you the pipe, they sell you everything you need to continue to kill yourself. Okay, I ain't even saying anything about the Chinese, how they're, or maybe they're Chinese, maybe they're Vietnamese. I really can't tell because I'm from none of those countries. But I do know that they sit in your neighborhood and they sell you chicken wings, sloppy ass food, greasy foods, which leads to another thing. You eat there because your mama don't cook. That black woman in your house is not cooking. And that's why you're eating at these places. Okay? And it's going to piss some people off, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My mama cooked, so I ain't had to eat there. You understand what I'm saying? But for each one of these mothers that's either not home, or they're working at night, that child has to depend on these carryouts upon which these people come from these countries to feed your child. Sell you white tees, sell you stocking caps, sell you fake. They sell us everything that we don't need. So when you ban these individuals, these things give you, these mechanisms give you an opportunity to start your business in your neighborhood. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, so just excuse me there a little bit. But these opportunities allow black people in their neighborhoods to take control. Okay? Now I want to talk about the reactions from blacks. Hey, it's all over CNN. It's all over TV, where you have black analysts and black people sit there and actually it's racist, it's wrong, it's so wrong for these people to be banned. Why are you concerned about that ban? Why are you not concerned about the murders that go on in our streets? Why aren't these black women that you see on these TV shows coming into your neighborhood and having a town hall meeting outside in your neighborhood to make awareness to what's going on? You see people crying and shit. You see people doing every type of thing to basically get away from supporting you, black man, black people, black woman, black child. We don't get this support. Okay? All the love and the support goes to all the other heathens of the world. They are supported, and they don't care about you. And I'm not telling you a lie. They don't care about you. You may go to school. You may meet one or two that may be okay. They may be nice. They may talk to you. They make you feel comfortable, make you feel different. But as a whole, they have no support for you at all. They are told when they get here to stay away from you. You are the cattle. Okay? You are the cattle. Because you go out and you buy shit. And you buy everything that has nothing to do with making you better. I'm not going to get into that. I just really wanted to talk about the travel ban. And I'm just tired of seeing black people get on TV, boo-hoo, and cry about shit that don't have anything to do with them. Because these people don't cry about you. You think Black lives really matter about you, about what's going on in the streets? I live in the inner city. I don't live in the inner city. I live in a county outside of a city. Okay, because the city was gentrified. So I don't see Black Lives Matter come into the county where the black people live at and march in their streets and be concerned about black lives that matter. Why aren't they concerned about your black health? Why aren't they coming in and going through all these little food joints in your neighborhood and saying, hey, enough is enough. Don't do this. Why aren't they outside these businesses with billboards and signs saying, hey, no more K2 for our kids? No more, because they don't care. Because the mamas are doing it too. It's like we have been dumbed down. That's exactly what it is. We have created a culture of dummies where it's cool to be stupid. To be smart is irritating to people. To sit here and tell the truth is irritating to people. People want to call you coon. People want to kill you. People want to troll you all night long about Dr. Umar John. I mean, I still can't get rid of this guy. I made one video about this man. And you know, and his followers, they don't go away. And it was just an opinion. I never said anything bad. I gave my opinion on a rant. But that's why I know that the truth hurts. Anytime you say something that, hey, I'm going to tell you what true brotherhood is. To be able to tell a brother, you're fucked up. That ain't right. Don't do that. And that brother being a real brother should say, you're right. Let me change that. Let me try to do better. Or brother, help me. No. We have black people here that want to kill you, call you coons. And I kind of know they all kind of fall in this tier. It's like a black woman. It'll be a black woman. They're all black women. It'll be a black woman. It'll be a homosexual underneath that. And it's like they just all support each other because see, the black woman wants to support her independence, her right to be their own race, basically. Black woman, that's the own race, not black men and women. It's just black man and black woman. And see, she wants to be able to support that. So in order to support that, she has to support the homosexual, because the black man does not support a straight black man does not support a black homosexual man. So there you go. So that woman that wants to get away, that's her refuge, the homosexual man. So they kind of band together on international things to be accepted by a white community. You know, they band together because, see, the whites have made the rules and laws allowing unruly women and homosexuals to run amok that are black. To run amok. Therefore, the straight black man is buried by all of this burden, and he's pretty much non-existent in the commercials, on TV, or anything that you see. The only time you see a black man is when we talk about crime. I mean, a straight black man, majority of the time, is when we're talking about crime. We're talking about 24-hour lockup, or, you know, pretty much we're talking about sports. So, you know, we're buried in all this. So you barely see a straight black man get on TV and say something meaningful or something that should be said for his people. Doesn't have to be disrespectful. Just tell the truth. You won't see that, but you'll see all these homosexual black men and these strong black independent women. They'll get up here and they'll say, "Hey, the travel ban. Oh God." You know, it's so bad, because guess what? They benefit while the black man struggles and continues to struggle. Can't find a job in his neighborhood. And guess what? His mother set him up for that, pretty much. Because when she separated from her father, she provided no tools and utilities for that young black man to be successful. In fact, when she put him in football or put him in a sport, she told the coach, don't talk to him that way. So he was not allowed to be disciplined or allowed to be basically controlled. And so this is what you have. Homosexuals and rowdy ass black women running amok. Doing what they want to do. And guess what they're doing most of all? Representing you, black man. Representing you as an entity. and the rest of the world thinking that this is what you deal with. Like this is you. How stupid is it for us to sit here and cry about a travel ban of people that come into your neighborhood and do nothing good for it? In fact, maybe if those that work at 7-Eleven and these sandwich shops and all these other places that sell shit where they sell hair, maybe if they created a community center or put some money towards black people in those neighborhoods to better them or help them start their own businesses or something like that, then maybe we could have some compassion for these individuals. But this has been going on for 50 years strong, and there's been nothing to benefit black people from it. But they leech and they leech and they leech. These people here are they're not very intelligent people. They come over here and they get all the rights to set up a business and a shop, and they sell to you. They're not rocket scientists. Many of them never went to any school or colleges or business college. They just came to fucking America, man. They just came to America and applied for some shit so they can open up shop in your neighborhood. Oh yeah, they come in on those Air Force bases, right? And then they leak them out into your neighborhood. And they're protected. And now you have these sanctuary cities. What does that mean? How of a backslap as that is to you? You have sanctuary cities, but yet you're still deporting Jamaicans. You're still deporting Haitians. You're still deporting Mexicans. You're still deporting Guatemalans, Honduranians. You're deporting all the people that slave and build this country, and you're bringing in bloodsuckers to come in and live off the African American and the black population here. You know, my definition, you know, pretty much if I say black, the so-called African American, he is a descendant of a slave. Okay, so if you come in from Africa and you become American, I don't consider that African American or black, but that was put in place to confuse you. Because once again, none of these Africans here, if you look on the continent of Africa here, none of these Africans support you. Sudan, they're darker than you, but none of them support you. From any of them. They don't support you at all, but you're just so anxious to hold them and love them and show them your care. But you don't show your black people that love and that care. You don't smile at them like you smile at them, these heathens. You don't smile at them like you smile at the white man. You know? You don't go back and hold the door and say, hey, come on through, like you do for these other nations. You don't do that for your own. You don't show any love. The black woman has a callous to the black man because she feels that being associated with you may bring her down. So she has to show her separation just like the African. Because the African has to show that he's a good black man. He's not like those black men from D.C., North Carolina, D.C. or Raleigh or any Watts or L.A. or Chicago or Gary or any of these other places where black people. No, we can't be like them. We're different. And therefore, I would label these people as honorary whites because they come here and they don't suffer the same suffrage as you. But you smile on their face. You make them feel comfortable. You show them your money. You're pressed to give them your money. You go past the black businesses. It's so Martin Luther King like when you think about it. I mean, before we integrated, where do you think black people ate burgers and fries at? From black people. Before we integrated, where do you think most black people bought their clothes? From other black people. So once we integrated, we wanted to appease to the white masses and let them know that we are about them, and we just keep tearing each other down. You know, you got some black people, they don't want to hear this shit. They want to get on with life and stop worrying about that. Don't blame the white man. Listen, man, I see what's going on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are able to make it out the hood and be successful at what we do. But there are a lot of us that can't because they just weren't taught properly. And look what they have to live with. angry black woman for a mother who cusses them out constantly, who calls them all kinds of names, you know. A mother who leaves them over other people's houses before they leave them at their father's house, allowing them to be molested, and all type of other things that lead them to being locked up. And this is why I say the elements are the unruly black woman, the homosexual. They ain't cahoots together, man, because they need each other to make excuses for their ratchetness. Okay, the homosexual has taken over the Bible and changed it. Now, Jesus was a homosexual. Now Moses was a homosexual. Man, I mean, this shit is crazy, man. They weren't homosexuals when I was growing up. They just started being homosexuals in 2017 and shit. You know, suddenly the Bible's written by a white man when the truth comes out about the Bible, because we start reading it instead of listening to T.D. Jakes, Eddie Long, Creflo Dollar, and all these other blood suckers of the earth that these unruly women fall in love with. Unruly woman loves a homosexual because she knows he can't put her in her place because he has no authority based on his behavior. So they go hand in hand. So you can't get up in their face act like you know any damn thing. They will tear you down. And I know I've worked with them. Black woman versus a white woman. I've worked with them. And the black woman want to stick it to you every chance she get because she knows. She knows she's in competition with the competent black man in the workplace. So she'll play that role. Okay? Don't get it twisted. They not your friend. Okay? They don't have the same mindset as you. They're out to get whatever they can. Okay? And this goes back to what I'm saying with the travel ban. Because look who you see is watching, look who you see is marching with the white women. Look who you see who's out here talking about spousal abuse and shit. Like, I mean, you ain't even with none of these damn men. Who's abusing you? You having kids out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? You keeping the kids from the father. Who the fuck is abusing you? Because you're not with a man. So I this is just something I put. This is just my commentary once again, and this is my opinion on my channel. You know, I didn't speak no names out. I didn't say no person individual. I didn't say all women. I didn't even say all black women. I didn't say all black men. But I'm speaking the facts on the things that I see. So if you don't agree, that's cool, and I understand it. You know, I know I'll get attacked, called a coon, something stupid. I'm the faggot and shit because I'm speaking my mind, because that's what they use to silence you. And then you have all these other simp ass motherfuckers out here that make excuses for them. Okay, that'll basically put a wedge so they can try to sleep with that unruly ass black woman. Okay, who will probably get you killed by another black man because she lies. She lies every day. Look at her face. Look at her hair. Doesn't look like her. All right, well, that's all I have to say for now. And thank you for listening. Once again, this is my opinion, my commentary on the U.S. travel ban, how it affects neighborhoods, and its reaction from blacks. And I want to thank you for listening, and have a great day.